Armchair commanders, we call the shots. From our living room thrones where the action's hot. We're the generals of fiction, the masters of war. In silver screen battles with buttered popcorn. Armchair commanders, armchair commanders.
Welcome to the Armchair Commanders podcast. My name is John.
And I'm Jack.
Took you a second to think about that. Anyways, the long-awaited, oft-talked about, oft-threatened Sergeant Stubby.
And boy, did it deliver. I fucking love this movie.
I did too. Honestly, like, genuinely, I think the problem with this, and I think it's the reason why this movie was a box office bomb, is just because it looks so shitty on the surface, like just animation.
Yeah, it's like a fucking knockoff movie of a movie that doesn't exist.
This is like ChatGPT created or animated the movie.
Yeah, and it really does feel like somebody tried to make this movie. Like this was like in another universe. This was a blockbuster. And this is like one of those shitty production companies that tried to make a knockoff and sell it on DVD to Walmart. I feel like he came to a universe that didn't have that movie he based it on and tried to play it off.
So yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I think the animation did leave a lot to be desired.
Yes.
But also something I noticed was like at the very beginning of the movie, before Stubby becomes, you know, the unofficial mascot of the regiment or the division, as we see homeless Stubby, which very sad. But, he's a lovable scamp. And he's like digging through trash at this this butcher shop. And I almost expected him to have just like that like stereotypical like cartoon like 1940s Looney Tunes, like he just has like floating sausages around his head as he's just dreaming of food. But if you look closely, the animators like made him like skinny or anemic. Like you could see his rib cage. And I'm like, this is so like they put a lot of effort into animating Stubby himself, and then everything else took a shit.
Yeah, we definitely see where the budget went, but okay, I gotta ask, were you also expecting the dog to talk? Because I went into this thinking it was going to be a cutesy talking animal movie, but no.
No, I was not expecting the dog to talk. Did you go into this movie with like the expectation of it being like Valiant?
Yes, actually, kind of. I was really waiting. I'm like, oh, I wonder who they got to voice Sergeant Stubby, but no, he just barks and woofs the entire time.
Sergeant Stubby, voiced by Gilbert Gottfried.
Isn't that just a pain in the ass?
I loved when he narrated 50 Shades of Grey.
But holy hell, was it erotic.
It's so wrong. I've never heard someone say clitoris so aggressively.
Clitoris? But speaking of clitoris, I'm kind of bothered that we didn't get a full view of the Italian chef's tattoo on his left arm. I kept trying to like crane my head. What the hell is that? Now I may never know. But
I was too busy just basking in Sergeant Stubby. Miranda did not watch this movie with me, but you know who did?
Who?
Fucking Dottie.
Good for her. For all you know, she could be related to Stubby.
And maybe. But here's the thing, is like, so I sent you that like little clip of like me watching Sergeant Stubby and then like panning over to Dottie, and she is just fucking locked in. And she was like that the entire goddamn movie.
Locked in.
I was like, oh, like, because at first I'm like, oh, I'm just being a person and I am imbuing like people traits on my animal and I'm overthinking this. No, my fucking dog loved this goddamn movie.
So you watch this on an LCD display, right?
Maybe
I assume so.
I got a new TV.
Okay, because I read somewhere that dogs have only just recently been able to watch TV because of some technology thing. It just shows up as meaningless colors and sound to them. But now they can actually see what's on TV because of advances in TV technology.
I mean, I just bought a new TV and it's in 4K. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
For all she knows, it's a window.
Yeah.
Man. Now this is a hero Dottie can aspire to be.
Did you like my text that I sent you a couple days ago? Sergeant Stubby is my fucking hero.
Yeah, he is. He's mine too after watching this.
You know, I was honestly expecting there to be a much sadder point in this movie. Like, don't get me wrong, there are points.
Yeah, the fat ginger friend dies.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about him dying, if we're being honest. Like,
okay,
you don't get to be a dickhead the entire goddamn movie. Be like, oh, the sergeant's never going to let him stay. Oh, the colonel's never going to let him stay. And bye-bye, pooch. Go fuck yourself.
And apparently he's not that good of a friend to the main character either, because the narrator, the dude's big sister, was like, oh, he was sad because 2 of his best friends were gone, and the fat ginger guy is just sleeping there. Like, what is he, chopped liver? And then I remembered he's kind of a dick, so it's probably why.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to mourn his loss.
Yeah.
I felt
besides that, like, we don't see a body.
No,
because
this is a helmet with a hole in it because it's a PG rated film. So
yeah, it's like a G or PG rated movie, and it's not even a hole; it's like a fucking dent. It doesn't even go all the way through the helmet. That looked very survivable.
I know the point of this movie is not like super duper accuracy and whatnot, but I did love the like they animated 1903s, but they were shooting like they were M1s. Like they only had to cycle the bolt like once out of every 3 rounds.
Yeah, Hollywood and guns.
I also love how none of the characters had to wear gear. Like they all just wore uniforms and helmets, but like
no backpacks.
Yeah, no backpacks, no mag pouches.
See, those are hard to animate.
Yeah. Too busy animating Stubby's ribs.
I really thought that big French dude that was their friend was going to bite it. And like in the climax of this movie, he heroically runs off into the smoke. And then shortly after that, we hear a barrage of gunfire. And then our hero looking forlornly at it. And I thought, okay, this dude's gone. This dude's dead. Like this guy, for the cherry on top, he was even showing him, oh, look, it's my family. I'm like, oh,
I
dude.
don't even think they would recognize me anymore.
And yeah, like he was hitting all the excuse me, alarms of this dude's dead. But then we see him staring down 2 German soldiers when our hero shows up.
Classic Three Musketeers plot.
Mm-hmm. Well, 4 Musketeers if you count the fat ginger friend that nobody likes.
Nobody likes him, and I don't even consider him to be a part of the group. Like the German immigrant dude is more of a
more interesting character.
More interesting and more of a friend. Also, don't get me wrong, like, yes, the Germans are the enemy during this time, but like this movie portrays this dude is like, well, if I don't fight, like I have to prove that like not all German people are bad and like I want to do my part. And I'm sure there's a lot of German immigrants who took that mindset or approach to enlisting. that being said, we've discussed this before. Like, the United States has a massive fucking German immigrant population, even by this point in American history.
Especially
Like,
by this point.
like that was actually an issue during World War One. It wasn't necessarily like everybody's like, "Oh, fuck the Germans." Like, yeah, there was a little bit of that, but like it was like a really hard PR campaign that they had to pull off to convince German immigrants to turn on their homeland. Like, that's how large of a population they were.
A lot of local newspapers at this time operated in German, but it was suppressed by Woodrow Wilson.
Wilson.
Woodrow. Our some scholars say our first truly fascist president.
Yeah.
He really hated Germans.
And other people of certain backgrounds.
Of course, but Anyway, so yeah, I really thought that there would be a scene early in this movie where Sergeant Stubby's down on his luck and he's just talking with his
His best friend, like Sebastian the Crab.
yeah, his best friend's a fat junkyard dog and a skinny mangy dog. And he's like, "One day I'm gonna be a hero." And they're like, "Well, yeah, right. Shut the fuck up, Stubby. You're just a homeless dog. Fuck you."
You're just a mutt.
And then then it would show them at the end, like cheering for him, like, "Yeah, he's back. We knew you'd be a hero." But no, this was a non-talking dog movie.
I'm sorry that this film was not Valiant for you.
Because everyone knows Valiant was a key cinematic masterpiece in this.
It was.
But also, if I may, this film subverted my expectations. I thought the big Frenchman would die. Oh, we're going to get sued by Red Letter Media.
So what was your favorite act of heroism from Stubby?
I really like how he stole those sausages from those Germans, and one of them yelled out, "Ein Hund!"
I was really hoping they'd follow it up with, "Mein Bratwurst!"
Mein Wiener Schnitzel!
Talk about a bunch of sauerkrauts, huh?
Fuck you. I like that this movie acknowledged that the Germans mostly had better designed trenches.
I found that interesting. Like, yes, they, Germans are very big in their, technical proficiencies and whatnot. But it was very interesting because, like, when we watched, like, All Quiet on the Western Front, something that was brought up in that film is, like, when the Germans raid the French trench, like, they're astounded by, like, how much food it is. And it's, like, it's a recurring theme in World War One films where, like, our main characters will come across, like, an enemy trench or a supply or what. They find something of the enemies, and they're like, why do they have it so good? Regardless of what the main side is. And I just find that to be an interesting trope to occur in World War One films.
Yeah. The whole food thing. Rabbit stew.
Cheese aplenty. Bratwurst.
Yeah. They can and in the afternoons they can go for walks. Man, war's not so bad. I don't know why my great grandpa woke up screaming every night.
Right? I don't know what he was bitching about.
Yeah. All he lost was a leg and got a fucked up back, so can't have been that bad. He survived.
Personally, my favorite act of heroism in this film that Sergeant Stubby performs is when he finds a German scout and then bites him in the ass.
As we all would. Biting ass.
Like, he was a smart dog, don't get me wrong. Like, the actual Sergeant Stubby was a very smart dog. It's just Sergeant Stubby in this movie is, like, next level smart.
Yeah, and I gotta hand it to the French villagers in this movie for being able to speak dog. Like, he runs into that village to warn of a gas attack, and they're like,
What
"Sup,
is it?
dog?"
Is Timmy stuck in the well?
Yeah,
No, there's mustard gas.
it was
Oh
a
my
Timmy.
God.
It was a Timmy stuck in the well moment.
What is it,
Holy
Lassie?
Holy shit! Phosgene gas? No, chlorine gas. No, mustard gas. Oh shit! It's coming right down, right on our village. You say? Stop repeating everything I say.
You know, something that made me think was because like World War II, handing out gas masks or providing gas masks to the civilian populace was a very common practice, but like that wasn't really a thing in World War One, was it? Like I
What
feel
wasn't
like
a thing?
like handing out gas masks to the civilian populace. Like I feel like it was a new enough weapon, and they were like, we got to get these to the soldiers. That would have been kind of a hot commodity. Like the fact that the entire village had fucking gas masks was.
I'm pretty sure they had some distribution, right?
I mean, maybe I don't know. I
Also, note to our viewers that scene where he gets a rag wet and
and
hands it
waterboard Stubby.
and wraps Stubby's head in it. That would not work.
That's called folks at home.
Instead,
That's called waterboarding.
yeah. First off, that's waterboarding. Second off, it would cling to the water in the fabric. Third off, if he really cared about Stubby's safety, he would have pissed in the rag because the ammonia in pee neutralizes the poison gas.
Yeah, that's like what a lot of the Russians did before they had access to gas masks and whatnot.
The French figured that out in a pinch. But
Although
also, I really don't think that's how Allied gas masks looked in the war. Color me a skeptic.
No, it looked more like this.
Yes, you have a handy tattoo for a guide.
Yes. No, again, that is just laziness in animation.
Yeah, and the Germans always had on their gas masks,
Well,
even if they were cooking and eating.
That's how we know that they're the bad guys.
Oh, clearly. Actually, one didn't have his mask on, the one they capture.
I found it weird that Stubby was fighting against the Death Corps of Krieg.
Yeah, we all know he's a fucking chaos worshiper. And honestly, you're not the only one to think that. I was thinking that too. Like, wow, these guys look like the Death Corps of Krieg. Wait, that's who they're based on. GW is going to sue them.
Heresy, I say.
Is that your army?
What, Death Corps of Krieg?
Yeah.
No, I don't play them. I play Battle Sisters.
Of course you would, you simp.
Oh my
Kidding.
God.
But
you tell me why I wouldn't want to use penitent engines.
So, my newest army that I wanted to play was the Dark Mechanicum, and I was really excited to play them. And there are these random generation tables online where you roll to make one of your own faction, or like your own little faction. They're really handy, and I rolled up a really cool sounding Dark Mechanicum faction. And then I found out that there's no official codex for them, and their models were like printed once. And that really fucked with me because that was like a Mandela effect for me, because I could have sworn they were considered a major faction with their own little codexes.
I was considering starting like a salamander army.
Hell yeah. The most based of the Space Marines. That Eldar child had a knife, you saw it.
All is fair when the Emperor is overseeing our warfare.
Suffer not the heretic, the mutant, nor the Xenos to live. Except when... Asterisk, except when the mutant's handy.
Anywho, back to this movie.
Of course.
I don't know, like I was really kind of hoping for a bigger source of conflict, but it seemed like that the biggest like kind of like heartbreaking moment is when Conroy like ties him up and gives him to the cook and is like, "Hey, I'll be back, boy. You can't come with me." And then he like escapes and like finagles his way onto the ship. So we have like 30 seconds of sadness approximately. But then
Approximately.
but then he's reunited. But like every single time where it's like, "Oh, he's in for it now. They're going to throw him overboard." Da, 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 da. Like Stubby does his stupid little paw salute and they're like, "Okay."
No, I can't stay mad at you. Probably the world's most understanding CO.
To be fair though, if a dog saluted me, I'd be like, "You know what?
Fuck
I
yeah.
I don't care anymore."
Make him a dog tag. To our listeners, I actually called DP after that and said, "Get it, dog tags."
And then I was like, Tom Lear died.
So many dead. But
The Reaper keeps taking people, but not the ones we want.
July 24th, man. Fuck. We lost Ozzy the day before that. And on that day we lost Chuck Mangione, Hulk Hogan,
Oh no,
the
brother.
the co-founder of Golden Earring, and some prominent voice actor for Pokemon. I forget which one.
He did Professor Oak, I think.
I thought he did numerous people.
Probably, but that was like his big.
Yeah, and
Also, the CEO of Tamiya Models died last
I saw
week.
that. Yeah, me and my buddy, we had one of our world famous tribute nights for Ozzy. For a little back,
Did you have a feast of bats?
I wish, but for backstory, back in 2016, Bowie died in January, and I had just gotten fast forward a couple months, like April, I think it was, and I just got back from work, and I looked at my phone, and I saw that Prince had died, and my dad got home, and one of the first things I said was, "Dad, Goofy Grape died." And that made me sad. And I texted my buddy Dalton about this, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I know how I feel. Bowie died a couple months ago. Him and me and my dad were really big fans of him." And I'm like, "Hey, this gives me an idea. Why don't we have a tribute night where we just smoke pot, drink, and eat and listen to their music?"
Steal German sausages?
No. So that night we just chilled, ate, and we hotboxed his closet. And then we while we listened to a fucking playlist of both Bowie and Prince's music. It's what they would have wanted, we told ourselves, and no one in particular. And then we did the same for Ozzy, because that's what he would have wanted. I almost teared up when we got to "Mama, I'm Coming Home."
In honor of Ozzy's death, I purposely injected Parkinson's into myself.
I think one of the funniest comments I've seen about Ozzy dying was, "It's wild that they say he died at 76 when I could have sworn he was 76 my whole life."
Yeah.
I hope he's up there biting the heads off of angels.
No more tears. Speaking of sad deaths, we need to address the fucking elephant in the room on this one.
I wasn't aware that there was a pachyderm.
Well, considering I flipped the fuck out about it at the end of our last episode, if you recall.
Continue.
Sergeant Stubby, the real Sergeant Stubby, not the animated one.
That whole thing.
Okay, so listeners at home, hopefully you've seen this movie. It's actually genuinely a good movie. Sergeant Stubby, real dog, real person, however you want to put it. Anyways, he does survive the war. Big hero, big press tour. Meets 3 presidents Woodrow Wilson, Calvin Coolidge, Warren G. Harding. Like, General Pershing, Blackjack Pershing, presented this dog a fucking medal. Like, big deal.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the deal with early 20th century treatment or preservation of animals was. So, like, you know, we've dealt with this one time before. Well, actually, twice. So, when we discussed the Lost Battalion, the famous pigeon that saved the Lost Battalion with his message, "Cher ami."
Which means dear friend
Yes.
in French.
After "Cher ami" died, got fucking stuffed and sent to the museum.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, can you just let "Cher ami" rest in peace? But okay, I guess. And then we discussed Rufus in the Dam Busters.
Rufus.
Rufus.
Wait,
Hashtag cancel
Rufus?
Rufus. What?
Rufus? I don't think that was that dog's name.
Shut the fuck up.
No, yeah, I seem to remember it was something else. Started with an N.
I swear to God, Jack.
Nathan?
Yeah, sure, Nathan. Anyways, we discussed Rufus. He was buried properly. Well, Sergeant Stubby passed of natural causes, as dogs do. And being the American hero he is, obviously there were some options presented as to what to do with his remains. And, instead of building this motherfucker a statue like he deserves and like giving him a proper burial and whatnot, I think he deserves a spot in Arlington, if we're being honest. No, they went the Cher ami route. They taxidermied Sergeant Stubby, and he's at the fucking Smithsonian right now.
Well, I mean, for posterity, I guess.
I'm pretty sure a statue would do well enough for posterity. Let the good boy rest in peace.
He does have a statue. I'm looking at it right now. The Sergeant Stubby Monument at the Veterans Memorial Park in Middleton, Connecticut.
Okay, so fucking put Stubby in the goddamn Arlington.
Oh, pff.
Look at... I know you are looking at the same thing I am. The pictures are side by side of it, his statue.
Well, he looks good.
No, he does not.
I mean, as good as to be expected at over 100 years old.
He was a good boy, and
best boy.
They turned him into a mantelpiece.
He is remembered like a true patriot.
Is this how we treat a person who was awarded a medal by Blackjack Pershing and met 3 presidents?
I mean, we usually let them just starve on the streets as homeless vets.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm just saying, man, it's not a terrible way to go for a dog. At least we have him for posterity. Besides, riddle me this, Batman. What's the preferred method of corpse disposal in dog culture?
In dog... sky burial?
Well, I don't know either. I was going to either guess cremation or something.
Generally, humans generally cremate.
We have an entire dog
dogs.
or pet graveyard on the ranch. A pet cemetery, if you will.
You don't want to go there, Mosh.
Sometimes dead is better. That fucking guy.
Did you know that we have a very specific plan for when Boo dies?
What are you gonna do?
So there's a place up in the mountains here that like you can send your pet to, and they like basically they put your pet in this like decomposition bin with like bugs and shit, and basically your pet gets picked clean, and then they ship you the skeleton back.
Okay.
So
are you gonna have it like modeled to where he's doing something like skateboarding or playing basketball?
We figured biting your jacket.
Well, you can't have it.
That's tough shit. It's Boo's last request.
Well, good luck. Good luck
It's
getting it from. Good luck getting it from me. I left it at a buddy's house a month and a half ago, and I haven't been back to get it.
His skeleton needs to bite your jacket in perpetuity.
Oh yeah, and you need to bite my ass in perpetuity. Tell Boo he can get it when he claws it from my cold, dead hands.
Don't fucking tempt him.
Fuck, you're right. He'd probably kill me. Boo loves me.
But I think it's important to note that, like, Sergeant Stubby truly is a hero. Like, granted, this movie plays it up a bit, but he doesn't have a goddamn movie for no fucking reason. Like,
damn right.
He genuinely warned the guys who were stationed in their trenches, like the unit he was attached to, genuinely warned them about a gas attack, and it saved many lives. He was actually wounded by German grenades. And routinely, like, alerted to, like, incoming attacks. So, like, he was a very useful animal, aside from being cute as a button.
So, in other words, a good boy.
He was the goodest boy. Plus, he helped capture 4 different Germans.
Hell yeah.
I mean, in the movie, not in real life. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know.
We didn't
I just really
him.
hope the real Sergeant Stubby bit the shit out of a German.
I think he did.
I love the fact that Conrad and the Frenchmen are like, we got to come up with this plan to sneak around and capture these Germans, and, like, Stubby unilaterally just, like, tricks them. It's like, I got it, guys. I got the plan.
Yeah, he was a really smart boy.
What'd you think of the General Patton cameo?
Fuck, I thought that was funny as hell. I'm George S. Patton, and I approve of this little dog. I'm surprised he didn't slap Stubby for suspected cowardice or something.
Where's my salute, Sergeant?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Stubby salutes are real. They did teach him how to salute.
I love that.
I mean, I hope he saluted properly and didn't, like, give a fucking little Hitler salute.
I don't think that's really possible, considering the Hitler salute wasn't a thing at that point.
Well, the Roman salute is as they call it.
I'm disappointed. So, like, it's a genuinely good movie, and not only is it, like, a good movie in its own right, even as an adult watching this movie, I enjoyed it. Like, the other thing is, we've had this conversation before where, like, you know, we discussed when we reviewed The Monuments Men, where it's like, if you have teenagers, like, The Monuments Men is a great way to kind of, like, ease a teenager into learning about World War II. Like, it's a good starting point, as opposed to, you know, our way of, you know, being shown Saving Private Ryan at the age of 5. This is a great movie to introduce a younger audience to the story of World War One.
I don't know. I still think we should just drop him into the fucking deep end with All Quiet on the Western Front.
All 3 iterations back to back to back.
Yep. And I'm going to force my son to dig a hole 6 feet deep, possibly 7, and as wide as he needs it to be. And I'm going to lower a TV in there while he's dressed in full uniform. And I'm going to shoot my gun over the trench and light off bombs around it.
You're just going to toss cherry bombs into it every 5 minutes?
At a random time during the movie, I'm going to yell out, gas, gas, gas! And I'm going to make a bunch of chlorine gas, and he has to scramble to get on his gas mask. Or, if I really wanted to man him up. I could dump some mustard gas on him and make him wear his long sleeves, his gloves, his full protective gear. Maybe I'll blow a whistle and have some of my friends charge the trench while he sits there with a shitty rifle trying to defend.
Hit him upside the head with a trench club.
Yep. Because as we know, the bayonets would just get stuck in their rib cage. The shovel's the way to go.
Right.
I don't know. This has just been Jack's parenting tips.
You know what? It's an idea. I think keep it on the books. Maybe not right away, but have it as a plan.
Man, you should see what I'm gonna do to him when I want him to watch Platoon.
You're going to ship him to real Vietnam?
No, I might just make a mock village with some very, very dedicated volunteers.
You going to make him play Russian roulette too?
Mm-mm. Well, only if he gets captured.
This game gets a lot worse for you if you don't win.
There's a guy in town that directs indie movies, and he personally knows Tom Berenger. So maybe I could make a phone call or two and get Tom Berenger to be his commanding officer. Everybody got to die someday.
Can you make a phone call or two and get Tom Berenger on the podcast?
That I might be able to do, or I could get, I forget his name, but the dude who played Abe Sapiens from Hellboy. Because he was in another movie of this dude's.
That, or could you get like Dolph Lundgren? Because I think he was in a submarine movie that guy directed.
Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I can't just rush these things.
Start pulling your weight, Jack.
God damn it, I'm trying. Nobody wants to go on a podcast with a random Twitter account that doesn't have a profile picture.
You could add a picture of our logo to it.
I could, but I also hate Twitter. And yes,
so why
I'm going to call it Twitter.
Why do we have a Twitter then?
Because you mostly operate it. That's why I fucking hate Twitter.
I don't operate Twitter. I haven't had Twitter since Elon bought it.
Well, then who the hell's running our page? I just assumed you were doing it.
No, I don't do Twitter.
God damn it.
That was like your one responsibility was you ran Twitter.
No one told me this.
You're the one who set it up.
The hell I did.
What, you think I created a fucking Armchair Commander's Twitter? No. I'm too busy.
Actually.
I'm too busy ignoring the daily fucking, this person and 9 others are on Threads. You should go ahead and start an account. Ooh.
Okay, what the hell is Threads? Because I keep seeing that
fucking
everywhere.
Instagram, Twitter.
Okay, that's what I thought. What, was Blue Sky not the raging success we all knew it would be?
No, just like True Social wasn't the raging success that people thought it was going to be, or whatever the fuck that knockoff YouTube thing was going to be.
Man, I'm still waiting for Dailymotion to take over YouTube.
I thought Vimeo had a shot.
Yeah, good old Vimeo, just ever the optimist.
I think it's horseshit, honestly. I'm mad because of the fucking TikTok generation and all their shenanigans and bullshit, and I'm an old man yelling at the sky. But let's not pretend that fucking Vine didn't walk so TikTok could run.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Vine just didn't have a way to fucking advertise the way that TikTok does. Man. I barely even use Facebook anymore because 90% of Facebook is just a fucking ad.
Yeah. I love how they started actually, this ties into something else. Have you ever heard of the topic of enshittification?
No, please explain.
So, you've probably heard this joke before. A website or an app, doesn't matter, starts out and it hits a chord with the public and gets big. And it has a couple good years, but then it just goes to shit. Like the owners or operators either sell it or they themselves go crazy or greedy. And then they make the dumbest business decisions you've ever heard of. Or something salacious gets leaked, like data breaches and shit like that. I've seen it happen to Facebook. I've seen it happen to YouTube. Basically every big app out there. Duolingo is a more recent option, or more recent example. Because recently they decided to double down on AI in their lessons, much to everyone's annoyance.
I love that there was an article recently that came out about Pokemon Go where they're like, this was just geolocation farming. And it's like, yeah, no shit. Like, everybody knew that from the start. Like, let's not pretend that this was just some innocent game about catching Pokemon. Did I still play it? Absolutely.
What team were you?
I don't know. What was the red one?
Valor?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was Team Mystic. Knowledge is power, bitch. You know, I thought
Speaking
it would be
of ads, this episode brought to you by Johnsonville Brats. They're the best brats that can be stolen by a dog.
Yep. Just what you need when you're pointlessly cooking in no man's land.
How are they planning on eating those brats with their gas masks on?
I bet there's
is there like a brat hole in
Oh
the
yeah.
gas mask?
Every German mask has a brat hole. Specifically for this purpose. For eating sausage.
I think that needs to be a sticker or a t-shirt for us, is a fucking gas mask with a brat hole. That, or we should do a sticker of Stubby stealing fucking brats. And it just has the caption, Ein Hund!
Ooh, I got it. A tattoo of a German in a gas mask with a brat hole in it, just absolutely deep throating a sausage. Yeah, dippen Thruten.
Frau mein Kaiser.
Dippen Sie Thruten. Actually, what's deep throat in German? Throat ein Deutsch.
Just watch you get a German dub of a 1970s porno.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Okay, not Deep Throat 1, just Deep Throat, thank you. Oh, that...
Does Deep Throat 1 imply that there's multiple Deep Throat films?
Deep Throating. It's... That's kind of boring, actually.
Yeah, it's not as fun as Krakenwagen.
Here's some of an explanation. The English phrase deep throat translates to Kelfik, the vulgar version, or anonymer informant, anonymous informant, in German, depending on the context, according to dictionary.cc and reverso context. In a sexual context, deep throat is translated as Kelfik. In the context of the Watergate scandal, deep throat is translated as anonymer informant.
Of course, Germany would have 3 separate translations for Deep Throat.
That's not a fucking translation. That's what he was. An anonymous informant. That's just the moniker he went by. Whatever. Deepen Sie Throaten.
Deepen Sie Throaten.
Alright, I know how to say Nehmen Sie meinen Strafen zogen in German, which I believe translates to "What about my pajamas?"
Do you know how to say brassiere in German?
Brassiere. Tittenschlingen.
Tittenschlingen. No, it's this is stoppen floppen.
Excuse me?
This will stop and floppen.
This'll stop and floppen. I remember joking with friends one night, and I don't know how we got on the topic, but one of the people there, our buddy Andy, whom you may have talked to a couple times, actually speaks German or knows German. And my buddy Levi was like, "Hey Andy, what's German for whale?" And I said, "Oh, I know this one, der fucking big fish." But no, it's fucking WOL or something. Vol.
Well, it's kind of like, how do you say "fuck you" in sign language?
You know, I thought it was middle finger, but it's like,
Maybe it is.
well, yes, but it's something else, like brushing the bottom of your chin with your fingers, like "fuck you." No, like outwards, like starting from the neck and going out. No.
That looks like something else. Nope.
Vertical.
Stop.
But whatever. Anyway, actually, this is really interesting. Do you want to know the sign language for tasty?
Does it look like you're swallowing a bratwurst?
No. Well,
or
kind
that
of.
you're shoving a bratwurst through a gas mask hole?
You like tilt your head back and open your mouth, and you like shake something above your mouth. Like, try it.
No.
Fuck you. I actually got a friend with that once, but I told him, like, "Hey, do you know that your brain..."
Hey, Jack, why don't you close your eyes and roll some dice?
But anyway, I actually got a friend of mine with that. Like, "Hey, Caden, do you know that if you pretend, like, if you close your eyes and tilt your head back and open your mouth and pretend to shake some salt into your mouth, your brain can taste it?" He's like, "No way." And then he actually did it in front of our entire algebra class.
Caden.
Yeah, I still bring that up with him.
So what are you drinking tonight?
I'm glad you asked. I bought a bottle of wine for my birthday, but I didn't get around to drinking it. And it's called
some vino for me mean.
It's called Three Finger Jack Cabernet Sauvignon. Bottled in Lodi, California, 2022. It's
you are a man of culture.
Oh yeah, listen to that pour.
It's just shocking because I also am drinking wine.
What wine are you drinking?
Boone's Farm.
Whose farm?
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm.
It's all I had that was remotely French.
Close enough. Boone's Farm.
Some vino for me. I really enjoyed the additional like French in this. Also, I appreciated that they kept using the slur Bosch for the Germans. Like, that's not something we see.
Heard of that.
I had to look it up. It was a common slur from the French, which makes sense because this unit is stationed with the French, so they would, pick up their slurs. But it's not something I've seen in any other World War I film. So it was a good learning experience for me.
And well, hey, they, didn't like the Germans because they were fighting them. That tracks.
Well, anyways, I think it's time we rate this film.
I already know what I'm rating it, so let's hear yours.
I think we need to do this on...
Wait. Yeah, the rating.
I think this needs to be a scale of 1 to 5 stolen bratwursts.
Yeah. So, I rate this 5 pilfered piggies out of 5 sausages. So a 5 out of 5. All right, now let's hear yours.
Well, why are you giving it 5?
What? It's Sergeant Stubby.
Sergeant
Stubby. American hero.
He is an American hero. I also love that Helen Bonham Carter is in this film, too.
She was the narrator, right?
Yeah, she was the narrator. I think a lot of the budget went to paying her to be the narrator for this.
Mm-hmm. At one point, I could almost hear her taking off the mic and saying, "All right, I think that's it. Can I get fucking paid now?"
This check better fucking clear.
What?
Next thing you know, fucking Johnny Depp is playing Sergeant Stubby.
Woof woof, mate.
I give this 4 out of 5 stolen sausages only because it's poorly animated. And honestly, that I think that's the only thing that made this film a box office failure is that like when you watch the preview for this, you're like, what the fuck is this? Like it just seemed, and to your point, it just seems like, why am I watching a shittier version of Valiant? So one, it's probably a story not a lot of people know, and then two, it's not animated that well. But I think the story more than makes up for the animation. It's a worthwhile movie. It's a movie, like I said, that I think is a great opportunity to introduce a younger audience to the story of World War One. Because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of media that can really balance that. Um, Plus, like Stubby's my goddamn hero. He's an amazing fucking dog, and he doesn't deserve to be stuffed in a museum. He should be in Arlington.
He's
But at least he
stuffed
has a statue.
respectfully.
Yeah, he's stuffed respectfully.
He belongs in a museum.
You know what? Him and Jeremy and Teddy Roosevelt's horse all get to hang out together. So,
See, it's my pick for movie next week, right?
oh my fucking god! Yes, but hold up. Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, right. Um, the tomometer gives this an 89%, and the
Holy
popcorn
shit!
meter gives this a 92%.
That blows my mind. That this,
Wow.
like, I agree with it. I'm totally cool with the Rotten Tomato readings on this. It just blows my mind that a movie could get such good reviews or such good feedback, but still, like, this film had a $25 million budget. It made like $4 million at the box office. Like, it was
Like 4 to 5 million. Yeah,
it was a fucking stupendous failure at the box office. And really, I wonder what would happen if they had like another 5 million to devote to animation.
Yeah. And, maybe a marketing that wasn't drunk at the wheel, because I don't remember shit about this movie.
I think I remember seeing like a preview for it and just thinking like, oh, whatever.
It's a popcorn muncher at best. It's something you tell your aunt or uncle to take the kids to the theater while you fuck your wife or something.
It's an interesting way to put it, but
It's the first thing that came to my mind. I've been drinking.
you know what? To all our armchair commanders out there, this film is Dottie approved.
That's the only seal of approval I give a shit about.
She gives it 2 paws up.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to try and teach her how to salute.
Yeah, but teach her how to properly salute, not like the fucking Hitler dog salute.
No giving her heart out to people.
No, absolutely not. Fuck you, actually. No Roman saluting dogs either.
Okay.
Don't try that shit ass white nationalist thing where they're like, oh, it's not the Nazi salute, it's the Roman salute. Oh, I'm so clever. It's the Roman salute. Fuck you.
It's the Hindu peace symbol. Fuck you.
Buddhist, well,
Whatever.
maybe. I don't know.
I think both religions actually use it in one way or another.
I know it was present in some Native American tribes as traditional artwork.
You know,
And I actually did see a post about this a week or two ago in one of my native subreddits of a picture of a bunch of elders meeting to not use that symbol anymore in the 40s. And keep in mind, there's still some jackasses down south that keep the Confederate flag because of my heritage. It was like a fucking 4 or 5 year phase
my heritage of taking fucking L's.
Compared to hundreds of years of tradition, possibly thousands. But What the
Yeah.
fuck do I know?
Okay, Jack, let's hear next week's movie. I don't know why you're laughing like that. Like, Sergeant Stubby was not a bad movie.
Well, I was just fucking with you anyway. How does Raiders of the Lost Ark sound?
Is Raiders of the Lost Ark a war movie?
Yes, it has Nazis. They talk about getting the thing to Hitler. If that's not a war movie, then I quit.
Sergeant Stubby raids the Lost Ark. That's
Sergeant Stubby grandson raids the Ark. Great grandson, maybe.
okay. Raiders of the Lost Ark war movie ?
It's a war movie.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Might as well. AI overview from Google says it's not a war movie in the traditional sense, which means close fucking enough for us.
Da, 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 da,
Time to get canceled due to copyright.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, we're gonna lose our monetization.
Oh yeah.
Not the money.
Not the Johnsonville Brats ad.
Johnsonville brats, the only brat worth stealing in wartime.
Yes, remember, we are sponsored by Johnsonville Brats. Use code BRATHOLE at checkout.
You know, in the era of unhinged ads, like, I haven't seen it yet, but there's apparently a fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercial where this Cinnamon Toast Crunch person opens a fucking freezer and it's full of like pieces of other Cinnamon Toast Crunch people, like Jeffrey Dahmer style.
I think I remember that one. It was either that or Pop-Tarts.
So I'm saying there needs to be a World War I ad where like some starving soldier is in the trench and he's preparing his meal, his sad, shitty meal of cooked bratwurst.
And then a sad dog comes up, and then the song "Why Can't We Be Friends" starts playing.
No, I was gonna say like he gets brutally killed by the advancing Germans, and then they take his sausage.
Oh.
And it's like Johnsonville brats. Even Germans like our sausage.
That would also work.
Commercials definitely need to get more bleak. That's what they need.
Imagine an ad where Sergeant Stubby comes up and like, "Why can't we be friends?" starts playing, and then he just bites a German in the ass.
Yeah, he's like Spuds McKenzie, the original party dog, but for sausages. Instead of bringing beer to people on the beach, he's bringing sausages to soldiers on the front line. Hell yeah.
I love Sergeant Stubby.
Me too.
We need to come up with a drink in his honor. We need to work on it, like a shot of some sort.
It's vodka and sausage water.
Hot dog water?
You know what I meant.
Something like I don't know. Maybe it could just literally be Boone's Farm with a fucking drop of fucking like you just a shot glass with like an Oscar Mayer hot dog in it, and it's filled to the brim with Boone's Farm.
Filled with Boone's Farm. Maybe
that sounds actually really disgusting.
I'd try it at least once. Hey, you're talking to the guy who took the meat shot at Carrie's numerous times.
I don't know why.
Maybe it's because I hate myself and want to die.
Well, anyways, if you've enjoyed this episode, we would like to say, if you need help, seek it. Therapists are good. And you deserve to be happy and be alive. Right, Jack?
Yes. Okay. I am required by law to say so.
Okay. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. The stars do matter. If you want additional content from us, you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, not Twitter, apparently. and all those other good places. Jack, do you have anything else?
I do not.
All right. Well, until next time, I have been John,
And I'm Jack.
and we will steal your sausages later.
Bye.